Welcome to the next video where I will show you how to make your very own Harry Potter wand out of nothing but a dowel rod and hot glue. It's very easy, so it should be a short video. So like I said, you'll need a section of a dowel rod. This is a 3/16 dowel rod, I think. If I remember, I took the sticker off a little while ago, cut it a couple days ago. And you'll need hot glue. The thing about this dowel rod is, since the Harry Potter wands kind of have a little bit of a taper at the end, I kind of did that. You may not, it's not really quite obvious, but in the video, but you can kind of see it in person. So, let me give the heat gun a couple minutes to heat up before I start actually making it. Turn this dowel rod into something like this. You're going to need this very handy magical device, which is obviously a heat gun. So, the way we'll do it is, let me switch hands, is you'll just start putting the glue on the handle. It doesn't matter what it looks like, because the more like messed up and non-perfect it is, the more it looks like wood when you paint it. So it's the more realistic it looks. You don't have to put a lot on for the first coat. You just need to kind of get the first coat on, and then you can go back over with second coats or thirds if you want to.
What are we doing?
Making a video.
How about if I film the line, please?
Huh? Give me a second about that distraction. But so this is what it should relatively look like. And depending upon how big your hand is, you may need to make the handle a little bit longer. So that's what I'm going to end up doing. You know, this isn't the part where you get the details in. This is just the base layering. So the next coat is where you get like all the cool details, like where the thumb is. That's where you can add like a thumb grip, and you can also add the like end, like a cool end piece. So once that dries, I'll start with the second coat. So this should be about big enough for my hand. So the part's not completely dry, but it's dry enough that I can add another coat. So this is the coat where, if you want, you can add like all the details, like a thumb grip or specific grooves for each of like your fingers. Mainly, this is all up to you once you get, for designing it. This is just to show you how to make it, just how to do it. This isn't a definitive, oh, you need to make, when you're making a Harry Potter wand, you need to make it like this. Another refill. The second coat's on, so there will be the I'll give it a little bit more detail. But there will be the strings that you will have to pull off, just like anything you do with hot glue. But you should wait till it's more dry so your fingers don't stick to it. So the second coat's on, like I already said, and once this is dry, I'll put the third coat on and show you how to make all the details. Okay, so now how to make the detailing. So, you may not know this, but hot glue can, or after it's applied, it can be put on, it can be like molded, like it can be molded into any shape you want for a couple seconds after you apply it. So you have about 15 to 30 seconds, depending on how hot the hot glue gun gets, to mold the shape into what you want. If not, you can always use the metal piece that the glue comes from and kind of like heat it up. And if you use that, then you can kind of mold it again. Or if you want, you can use a heat gun, which will liquefy it to a point where it's not completely melted. So how to make a thumb guard. I don't want it to do that, so for hot glue you're going to have to kind of, since it's liquid, you're going to have to kind of keep the wand moving so that the blob doesn't. So I kind of have it where I want it. So once it mostly dries, I can just mold it a little more. As it cools down, you can start molding it so that you have a little bit more time. Your fingers will get stuck to it, but if you don't care about adding that little bit of detail, then it's a good thing. If you're trying to not have like a lopsided thing, you'll have to keep the glue spinning so that gravity doesn't pull it down. But once this is dry, it's pretty much done. So then I'll show you what it looks like. I'm not going to show you to paint it in this video because that's easy. You'll just use basic acrylic paint. I'll just show you what it looks like once it's painted. So the glue is dried on this one, and this is what it looks like when it's finished. So this is what it looks like without it being painted, and you can use pretty much any color brown paint you want. You can use tan, dark brown. I used a mix of dark brown and a lighter brown for this one to create a more natural color. But as you can see, or probably, I'm not sure if you can because of the lighting, but the way that the hot glue doesn't like line up perfectly kind of gives it that realistic wood look. And if you want to make it look like an older wand, if you put the paint on, let it dry a little bit, and when it's almost done drying, you can take like a paper towel and just wipe a little bit off. And that's what it kind of, I did that a little bit here because I was kind of impatient about it drying because I had to go and I had to take it with me. So you can kind of see it there, at least here. You can't see it in the video because of the lighting. Sorry about that, the lighting was, got all screwed up and I haven't fixed it yet. So this is what it'll look like. Oh, actually, this is what it'll look like. Once you paint it, this is what it looks like before. So, this isn't the only way to make a wand, but it's the easiest way that I found. Oh, and to make the, oh, I forgot to mention, to make the bottom of the wand, you can use like those like gem things. You can use pretty much any small object you want for it. You should just make sure it's securely glued onto the wand, and you're good. So thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, and I've been kind of running out of ideas for the next prop, so if you guys can leave comments for the next prop you want me to make, that'd be great, because I'm kind of running for ideas. Bye.